Okay, so apparently xTool has decided that they just want to keep my money. I never received a product from them. It never even was delivered to my house, and they are refusing to refund my money. This is actually an update video on one I made previously, and I wasn't planning on making a follow-up video, to be honest, unless somebody, I was willing to answer questions that people asked, but this has just gotten completely out of hand and is absolutely ridiculous to me. So a quick recap. xTool was offering, their Black Friday deals. It was kind of confusing to me. I was trying to figure out what the total was. I was using my phone. I put it in my cart so I could see what the final price was. And while scrolling down to the bottom, I hit the purchase button. Now this is through the Shopify sales platform. So basically, since my information is stored in there, there was no further confirmation, nothing. It just went straight into purchasing, used my credit card on file, everything. So I was like, whoops, no big deal. I'll just cancel it. Wasn't able to cancel it. There was no option to cancel it. Emailed their customer service within minutes of the order, and they responded pretty quickly after that. And they said, hey, no problem. This happens. We'll cancel it. The next day it was shipped out anyways. I followed up with them and I said, hey, I noticed it was shipped out. I canceled this order. So please, stop. And so they had to intercept the package, which took multiple days. It made it from Southern California up to the Portland distribution center, where it was held there for like a day or two before it was processed and shipped back to them. It was never delivered to my house. No delivery attempt was ever made. It was shipped back to them. At that point, as far as I'm concerned, once it was on its way back to them, they should have refunded my money. I mean, honestly, they should have refunded it immediately. However, I can understand that since the product was shipped and had a possibility of arriving at my residence, that they wouldn't refund the money yet, because once I have my money back and I receive an item, what would stop me from just keeping that item? I mean, yes, they could just charge my card and all that stuff, but it would be a big mess, right? So I understand them not refunding the purchase up until that point. But as soon as it was intercepted and on the way back to them, in my opinion, they should have refunded me the money. However, they did not. And not only that, they still haven't refunded me the money. So I still have the tracking information for the shipment. I can see when it was intercepted, and I can see it was delivered on December 1st in the morning. And I can even see a name of a person it was signed for by. They are still claiming that they have never received the product back. And they're claiming that until they receive that product, they will not refund my money. And I've been literally emailing them every single day, requesting specifically that they refund my money. I've sent them the tracking number, which they already have. So I know that, because they were sending me updates with that tracking number before it was intercepted. But they conveniently stopped sending me updates after it was intercepted. And the tracking number didn't change. So it wasn't provided a new one or anything. So but I've sent them the tracking number. I've taken screenshots saying that it was delivered to this location, to their location, and signed for by a person, who I'm assuming works there. And yet they claim they have not received it and are refusing to refund my money. So I'm at a loss here because, this initial purchase, sure, my bad, was something that I didn't intend to do. However, even if I had intended to make the purchase and then change my mind and canceled it, they should still refund my money, especially if I never received the product. And at this point, with all this hassle, I would rather have the laser, to be honest. I would rather have that in my possession than be dealing with this enormous hassle. So if anybody has any suggestions on what I do from here, because, I know I could report them to like the Better Business Bureau, and outside of filing a lawsuit directly against, a small claims court lawsuit, I honestly don't know what to do. And I think it's just ridiculous that such a large company can't just simply refund my money, especially when they know and they admit to the fact that I never received their product. So